Someone's been having fun with the new armor stand update. What a goofball. I don't know how to take that down. That might be stuck with us a while. I don't know how to take that down. I don't know how the armor stand mod works. I don't really ever use the thing. But that's ridiculous though. Alright, well, I guess I'm online for a different reason. Of course, that reason being Jebek, who is one of the newest artisans here on the server, and we're very happy to have her. So I helped get her kind of just acquainted with the server, explained how things worked, and well, you'll see. Are you able to hear me? Up for yes, left and right for no. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Excellent. Letter V, that's the default voice. No, I can't. V is the default for voice chat. Do you have it turned on?
My microphone was muted.
At least you figured that out quickly. When I first said this with color, we had a whole conversation and I couldn't figure out. It was just my mic was muted. So you're not the first to make that mistake, but we do have a bit of a ritual for the newest members.
Okay.
So first off, welcome to the shopping district.
Thank you.
Nobody was online for the first few days. The first day that I got on, so I just died a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
I see.
But yeah, this is the shopping district, and the ritual is one, you have to love the best shop here, and that's the balloon.
Okay, I see.
Now, what
does the shop sell?
It sells wool. The wool shop.
Oh, okay.
It's also the only shop I built.
Okay, I see. I see.
The best one.
Mm-hmm.
But so we have two colors here, a white and a red, and you need to pick only one of them.
Only one?
Only one.
I'll go with white. For
White?
no reason in particular. Red looks angry, so.
Red looks angry. Okay, that's yours.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to see what you had missed out on? I know you probably don't have a tool yet, so you could pick that up.
It's like deal or no deal.
Yeah. Do you want to see what you would have gotten?
Sure. Why not? Ah, dang it. No. That's okay. We'll live. We'll survive.
You know, I can go ahead and at least you can get your iron started. We've got a pretty decent.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
But the white one's all yours. Each one had a bed.
Okay.
You'll notice that it's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because it was made out of my feathers.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. I would have been
concerned. How comfy it is. If it's very comfy, my feathers.
Okay.
So the rest of this was just me giving Jebek a tour of the shopping district, teaching her how it all works because she had never been on an SMP like this before. And of course, just kind of giving her a tour of the whole server. I helped scout out some places for potential bases and things of that nature. Well, and then the next day she came in with her own addition to the shopping district. And here's that clip.
It's Designer Incorporated. We sell designer items here. Very rare, very exclusive, very time sensitive. You must buy now. Yes. So we've got a couple items. Do you have no peeking.
No peeking. Okay.
So we got some nice items here. What kind of items were you in the market for?
I'm a pretty simple duck. I'm a duck. I'm a pretty simple duck. I don't usually go for like designers. What kind of designer item? What can a designer item do for me? What does it do for the little guy?
Well, you know, it's kind of a status symbol. First of all, I mean, everyone on this server has these items, and if you don't have them, that's just embarrassing. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Maez, he's the one guy that doesn't have the designer items." So.
Oh man, that's high school all over again.
I know, That's so real. Okay, so you say you're pretty simple, so I've got quite the simple item for you. Here, take a look at that.
The designer snowball.
Yes. very exclusive, sold only here at Designer Inc.
I assume if I right-click and destroy it, I have to pay for it?
Yes, double the price if you break it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we don't have insurance, so.
I'm not very good with such breakable items.
Okay, so I'll give you something a little bit more durable. What do we think about? What do we think about this?
Designer Rotten Flesh.
Yes.
I can't say it seems very palatable.
Well, it's designer, so I mean, if you eat it, that's basically breaking it, and then you pay double price.
Ah, okay. But what is single price? I don't even know the price of any of these designer items.
Oh, well, you know, that's up for me to decide. How much are you wanting this designer rotten flesh?
Oh boy, so much.
Well, then have I got the price for you? So these items go for I would say for that I'll make a special limited time 50% off sale. You don't find that every day. I'll do 50% off sale for 10 diamonds for that
10
designer
diamonds.
rotten flesh. But it's a sale. Normally you'd be paying 20 diamonds or maybe even more.
Oh, well, even if I wanted to pay though, you don't have an ender chest over here. You don't have an ATM.
1 second. Where's the ender chest?
Do.
Okay, he's still there. Thank goodness. You can't let the customer out of your sight for more than 1 second. Okay.
Not on this server, you can't.
Yeah.
Let's see. No peeking. This is my wallet.
Okay. Take your time,
Oh God.
please.
I didn't realize what was down here.
I let him run off with the designer rotten flesh.
There's just... It's a mystery down there. Don't ask me. How about we do... these diamonds, and I'll throw in these emeralds.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Excellent. You've got yourself a deal. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, I'm an excellent businessman. I'm gonna... You said because it's so designer,
Yes.
it's so high end. I should see a return on
Yeah.
investment, correct?
Yeah, they only go up in value over time.
It's like a collectible,
Yeah, exactly. It's basically like Bitcoin
like Bitcoin.
back when it was really
Oh,
popular.
so this is NFT rotten flesh.
I not quite in the NFT business. I would say that this is just your classic designer item, but in the same way as an NFT, it only goes up in value over time and it's worth your money.
Oh, that should work out like the last time I bought NFTs. It should just not
Yeah.
cause my divorce at all.
Yeah, you just show your spouse your designer rotten flesh and they'll stay with you forever. 0% divorce rate actually on my items.
Because I'm such a savvy businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna put the kids through college.
Yep. They have a bright future ahead. All thanks to you.
All thanks to me. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for that.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for you. You should celebrate your investment.
With fireworks.
Yes! Yay!
This is a
Well,
very lovely
pleasure-
shop. I'm sure it's gonna get... You'll be rolling in diamonds in no time.
Yes, of course. Pleasure doing business with you.
And make sure to tell Color that you've made more sales than he has.
I will, absolutely.
Color, the one who made the shulker shop over there. You've made more
Yeah, I
sales
wanted to
than
buy
he
some
has.
shulkers, and I didn't see any shulkers in there, so...
If you tell him that, his hopes are gonna get really high, and you should
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
He's not at all heartbroken that no one's buying shulkers. jumping back to it, this video is coming out far later than I originally intended it to, and it's mostly for 3 big reasons. 1, I got pretty sick. I was just stuck on my couch for about a week. I'm feeling better now, but it did take me out. 2, we got a brand new mod that's just completely changing how I'm going about my videos. Flashback just came out a few days ago, which was just as I was starting to edit this video, and I'm loving all the neat little tricks I can do with it, and I'm only just scratching the surface. And then number 3, I had a really large build in the works, and I needed to get the materials for it. That's why I'm in the spooky ooky nether right now, and I'm really excited for you guys to see it. So stick around, and we're going to jump into that time lapse. I think this came together just seriously. I think this really came out wonderfully. I absolutely over the moon with this build here. You might notice that I did take out the beacon that I had down there. I was thinking of putting it in, like, in a small lake pond thing, just kind of hiding it there, but it really does break up the site here, this whole line of sight, and I don't want that. I want you to be coming down and be like, wow, that is a beautiful tree. So what I might do is put the beacon, like, in the tree or something, but I got some notes for that. We'll get there. But as we come down here, you see that I put these bad boys up, and that's just because I needed to light up my base, and I wanted to do so in a way that felt natural in a fantasy way. Remember, we're going for high fantasy here, but it felt natural. It wasn't just a bunch of torches everywhere. Sorry for the shade, but I didn't want that. So I am a little undecided about something, and I would love y'all's input on it. Really, I would. And that's, if you come over here to my barn, I'm just going to slowly glide. I missed. Come over here to the barn. You can see that I made these pink versions of these little, I call them jellyfish. I love them. But I made these pink versions, and I'm kind of tempted to replace all of these with these. That'd be a little monotonous, I know, but yeah, it wouldn't be that bad. But replacing all of these guys with the pink ones, because I do think it would fit. Because if you look real close, you can see them right there. So it would kind of feel like maybe the tree is where these guys come from. But I don't know. I'm a little undecided. Do we like that lore? Let me know. But at the minute when it comes to the tree, I think this really did come out nice. It came out lovely. I wasn't originally going to do the end rods in it. You can see them right there. But not only does that, they're just always a good addition to a fantasy tree. Like, seriously, Pinterest, Google, Reddit, whatever fantasy tree, you're gonna see end rods. But it helps make sure mobs don't spawn up there. Last thing I want to do is walk out of my front door and have a creeper drop on me because I decided I wanted to, like, enjoy a full moon night. Look at this sky. I love this shader. But yeah. Now, this also was my first time trying to kind of play with shading. If you're looking from down here, you can kind of see some darker spots closer to the thicker branches, and that was intentional. As you can see, I went with the pink glazed terracotta, and the darkest spot, such as right there, is pink concrete. And you can't really tell from a distance. I've also got some of the Where'd it go? There's one. Some of the concrete powder, just to give it a little bit more texture. You can't tell from down here, but I'm learning. I'm still trying to learn how to shade. And I think that's a pretty decent first attempt. I haven't made a tree this big ever. So this is all very new to me, and I'm just kind of winging it, honestly. And yeah, I don't think it came out that bad. And the whole purpose behind this tree, and why I'm going back and forth on a beacon, whether or not it'll fit there, is quite simple. You see, I don't have a another portal yet. I've been using MJ's way over there, behind that building. I use MJ's portal for everything, and I kind of just wanted one of my own. Now, I do have everything I need for it. I'm not going to light it just now because I want to make sure that it still lines up with the Nether hub and everything, but I do want to get it built. So how about there and there and yeah. Oh no. That's embarrassing. Give me a second. Rope. What do we want to put there? What do we think? You know what? I don't think we need... I got just the thing. Yeah, perfect. Running. No, must be finished. And there we go. Yeah, I think that's really nice. You can see the sunrise. You get these wonderful petals coming down. And I have plans. I really like the bonsai shape of this. I have plans of making smaller versions of this to kind of just, you know, lay out along the path, kind of fill up this area a bit for where there may need to be some trees or just foliage, something. I want to get some smaller versions of this so we can get more of these petals in. I really, really love the particle effect of the cherry. That's the whole reason I went with the cherry. And I did the blue because, as I said, high fantasy, but also it's, well, wouldn't you know, it's a lot easier to make it look good if it doesn't look real. Every time I try to use a more natural wood color, one of two things would happen. Either A, it would not really be blending correctly, so it just looked kind of not good, or worse, in my opinion, is that you'd be down here and you would lose my little house. At least this way, it pops really well. The dark oak and everything, and all the green. Just that blue pops against all of it super well. Yeah, that's about me. About enough time for me rambling on this. But if you can't tell, I'm super happy with that, and I'm really excited for the next build that we're gonna have in here, which might be a few other of these little houses. I had mentioned that I wanted to get a mud farm or get some mud. We could start, you know, making the roads in here look a bit nicer. Get some of the smaller details. But I do enjoy big builds. There's just something so... Well, I just like big builds. I don't know why. I've always had a really hard time with the smaller details, but these bigger ones I like. And here's a view of the build in the light without any shaders. And I still think it holds up. And, you know, that's kind of always the hard thing is you build something up, you get super excited about it. You see it in shaders, you're super happy with it. But, yeah, I think that holds up. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this far. If you did have fun with this episode, especially with me hanging out with Jebek, if you like some of the stuff I'm doing with the videos, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Really, really helps out because, you know, my channel's like abysmally small. So, yeah, y'all have a good one. Ciao.